Never mind. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. We got a baseball action doubleheader tonight between the 7-9 Grinnell Tigers and the 1-13 Newton Cardinals. Hello, everyone. I'm Blake Walker, along with my partner Dan Walker. A fun night of doubleheaders. 5:30 coming up. We got a makeup game. Grinnell will be leading 2-1 in the top of the second. 7:30 or afterwards, 30 minutes after this game, we'll get right back going. For Grinnell versus Newton, we start from the bottom. We'll go through our quick commercial break. We'll come back and get ready for the pregame. It's Grinnell versus Newton coming up next on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, third generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polleisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polley's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
The engine makes the power. The transmission sends it to the drive shaft. The drive shaft turns the gears. The gears turn the axles. The axles turn the wheels. Together it's the powertrain. And only at West Finch Auto Plaza, every bit of it has a 100% warranty. Forever. No parts, no labor, no deductible. You can't buy it. It comes with the car whether you want it or not. Only at West Finch Auto Plaza, where you always get a great deal and a great deal more.
Tomorrow. Some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage.
Strength, stability, service. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, you can count on all three. And you can count on me, Marlene Johnson, your local Farm Bureau agent in Grinnell. I'll help make sure you have the coverage you need and the discounts you deserve. Call me today and see how I can help protect your family, cars, home, and future. It's your future. Let's protect it.
There are a lot of great reasons to make Medicap Pharmacy in Grinnell your pharmacy. Hi, this is Jennifer Stallman, and a locally owned pharmacy provides you with personal service from folks who know you and your good health needs. We accept most insurance plans, including most of the Medicare prescription drug plans. And we are there to answer all of your healthcare questions. So why not make the switch to a locally owned and operated pharmacy? Medicap Pharmacy in Grinnell on Highway 6 West.
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn. The Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by Polly Eyes Pizza, West Finch Auto Plaza, Grinnell Mutual, ASI Signs, Marlene Johnson Farm Bureau Financial Services, Medicap Pharmacy, Dairy Barn, and your 2020 Grinnell High School seniors brought to you by the Arns Foundation. So, it's makeup day here at Fowler Field. Well, at least for the 5:30 start time. Game coming up here, Grinnell is up 2-1 against Newton. If you're just tuning in, no, we haven't played at all. This is a makeup game from all the way back a couple weeks ago. Grinnell was supposed to play at Newton. They got going, and then rain came in the area and washed the game out. The game was then postponed, and they thought, why not just finish it here when Grinnell was supposed to play Newton anyway this evening. Turns it into a doubleheader, and Grinnell will finish the first game here, and then at 7:30 we wipe the board clean, and they'll go from what they have. Owen Kaufman is the first one up, and no, he's not first in the batting order. This is literally picking up from where we were. We're at the top of the second. There are no outs, no balls, no strikes. It's just 2-1. The hits have not carried over, and the errors have not carried over for both teams, as Owen Kaufman starts with a swing and a miss on the first throw of the night. And pitching for Newton is number 26, Gatlin Chambers. Chambers kind of a sidearm pitcher. He throws that one just outside for ball one. One and one by Chambers. Swung on and missed by Kaufman. 1-2. Chambers comes in with an 0-4 record, batting .305 on the season. This is a Newton team that comes in with a 1-13 record, so obviously not the year the Cardinals were looking for, but if they can end it out strong and possibly, maybe snag a game in the playoffs, it'd do wonders for a team's confidence late in the season, as that one falls in there. Ball two. Newton's only win, by the way, against 11-4 Oskaloosa. And for Oski, that's a really not so great loss when you go towards the playoffs. The seed meetings were on Sunday afternoon, so the coaches know who the teams are going to be playing. We, as fans, do not know. As Owen Kaufman lines that one into the gap, it'll drop into right field and bobbled around, picked up, and Owen Kaufman will safely be on base for a single to start tonight's doubleheader. But Oskaloosa, 2 of their 4 losses to these two teams right here. Grinnell beat Oski last Friday 8-7. And Newton was able to grab that win early in the season against the Indians 5-4 on their home turf. I mean, any win's a signature win, and for Newton, that one win is the signature win. So if you're going to beat anybody, that's a pretty good team to beat. That one starts outside for ball one. This is Parker Johnson, by the way, up to bat. If you're wondering, it's still hot. I kind of wish there was rain in the area like that first time these two teams met, as Parker Johnson lines that one right up the gap, right past the second baseman. Falls in there, and runners on first and second with nobody out. And this will bring up number 2, Brock Beck. But yeah, it's hot. It's humid. It was partly cloudy most of the day here in Grinnell, but the clouds have cleared out, and we've got nice rays of sunshine, and I don't mean that by a nice ray of sunshine. It is not pleasant. Runner on first and second. Brock went for the bunt. Watches that one go by for strike one.
Scoreboard is now correct. We had notes here how we had to pick up from the Newton game, so now it's correct.
Yep. No outs. Johnson on first, Kaufman on second. Brock lays down the bunt. It's headed right toward the line. Chambers picks it up, throws on to first, and it's not in time, and everybody's going to stay safe. And just like that, the bases are loaded early for Grinnell. And Nick Williams up to bat now for the Tigers.
Number 5, Nick Williams.
So bases loaded here early in the top of the second inning. with Williams up to bat. And Nick gets hit by pitch, so that will bring around the runner, and Owen Kaufman will trot home with little to no effort, and Grinnell extends the lead to 3-1. Hey, while we got him, let's take a listen to what Coach Stenberg has to say over there on third base.
Smart, back first.
Gibson.
And the guy you gotta score, just make sure a line drive right here, Parker. You gotta beat him back. Right away.
Bases loaded, no outs.
What's that?
In there,
Come
for
on,
strike one.
Even if he has. Okay.
Well, we've had Stenberg mic'd up now for this is the third game I think we've done it. Nick Williams crushes that thing to left field and going back, foul. Colin, not Nick. Nick's on first. This is Colin Gibson up to bat.
Good call.
So the voice you hear in the background is Grinnell Tiger head coach, Coach Stenberg. He's mic'd up there along that third base line. 0-2 to Gibson. Gibson pops it right over to second base, and making the grab is Alex Thomason.
Now batting for Grinnell, the pitcher, number 23, Jay.
And now Jake Cole will step up to bat with one out, and the base is still loaded for Grinnell.
One, don't run it.
And one of the main reasons you'll hear Stenberg cutting out is because the mic can only handle a maximum amount of sound.
Hey boy.
So if you hear him maxing out, it's just because he's going over the sound limit. Now, he doesn't usually yell a ton, but when he's trying to get a point across, yeah, he'll probably up the voice a little bit. 1 ball, no strikes. Chambers, that one's up top, 4 ball, 2.
You can drive. Hey, something you can drive. Maybe a hard swing. Yes, yes.
2-0 by Chambers. Just catches the edge for strike one.
Same thing, Jake. Come on, Jake.
Maybe it's the humidity when it's really bad during the day. It's a little choppy. Or you get that static. You still hear him, though. 2-1. Down low, ball 3. And Chambers in a pickle here. Another walk can bring another run home for Grinnell with the bases loaded like they are.
First step can be back just to be.
3-1.
Job, Jake.
Up top, ball 4. Parker Johnson will come home, and Grinnell extends the lead to 4-1. We'll mute Stenberg for now. We'll catch back up with him later in the ball game.
Number 6, Alex Smith.
Alex Smith now up to bat for Grinnell.
Here's a young man that had one heck of a night last night.
Yeah. Just catches the edge of the strike zone for strike 1.
If you're watching us for the first time, we do have a pitch cam versus a field cam, so we kind of bounce back and forth.
That one falls in there for strike 2. Chambers picking it up here as the game progresses along. Oh, 2 by Chambers. Smith lines it right past the second baseman. It drops in the gap. Picked up by a Newton Cardinal. Grinnell will race around third, and they bring 2 home. Brock Beck and Nick Williams are safe. It's a 6-1 lead for your Grinnell Tigers. I didn't think he was going to send them both, but faith in the base runners, and Grinnell extends the lead to 5. And Cole Johnson up to bat now. Cole has been really good the past couple weeks. Really picked it up on his batting side. So runner on first and second with 1 out. They try the pickoff on Jake to no avail. He didn't even throw it, did he? Looked like he threw it. Chambers nails Cole Johnson. Nailed him right in the shoulder blade, and that'll put the bases loaded again. And Will Doty, designated hitter, will come out for Grinnell. And it looks like Newton's going to have a talk with Chambers here on the mound. After Grinnell's got a quick 5-0 start here in the second inning. Or excuse me, 4-0 start in the second inning.
The season. We're just pounding the zone. Make them beat us with hits. Consecutive hits and hits and hits. Okay? Especially with the lead.
LSN.com. They can watch there. Follow along with Blake and Dan Walker as they televise this event live stream style. TigersLSN.com. Now batting for Grinnell, designated hitter number 10, Will Doty.
Hey. Will Doty, designated hitter, up to bat now after the quick mound visit with Chambers. Bases loaded with 1 out, and that one's up top for ball 1. One ball, no strikes for Chambers. As he eyes third, and Jake comes right back on, and not in time as he will be coming home as he came off the mound. So extend the lead to 7-1 after Chambers came off the mound while he was already ready to get going, so that automatically advances the runners. Brings Jake home, and Grinnell extends the lead to 7-1, up by 6. That one's in there for strike 1. I don't see that a ton when the pitcher comes off the bag like that. 1-0, or 1-1, I should say. That one way outside, and Doty has to duck to miss it.
Yeah, he came set and then he wiggled because he was going to throw it to third, but he didn't quite know yet.
2-1 by Chambers in the dirt for ball 3. And Grinnell's eyeing to load the bases right back up and make it all the way through their batting order. As Owen Kaufman sits on deck, he started us here at the top of the second. Just caught the zone for strike 2. If you're just joining us, this game is not moving this quickly. We started in the top of the second. This is a makeup game that was rained out in the top of the second over in Newton a couple weeks ago. They're making it up here, starting from 2-1. As that one's a ball down low, Doty will take his base, and the bases are loaded. Owen Kaufman will step back up to bat for Grinnell.
Owen had a really good night hitting last night. 1 out to the fence, another one dropped about 8 feet from it. So look forward to see what Owen has to throw at it tonight.
And he had a good first hit here this evening. Had one right over the second baseman's head. Kaufman, that one looked like it was going to go far if he got a good enough piece on it, but he fouls that one back. Well, most of the balls have gotten right near Alex Thomason's head over there on that second base side. As he's trying to make the most of his position, Newton's going to send someone over here to get the foul ball. Yeah. Lightning speed coming across the back side of the plate here. 0-1 by Chambers. In the dirt, make it 1-1. Owen Kaufman comes in, 45 at-bats, 14 hits, and a batting average of .311. Also pretty good on the pitching side. He's Grinnell's top pitcher. That one just inside for 2-1. Don't forget, Tiger fans, we will be back here tomorrow night on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Grinnell takes on Pella Christian, I believe, in softball. And we'll be here for that game at 7:30. And then we'll be back here Thursday night against HLV, undefeated HLV on the baseball side. And then we end Friday with the softball team. And I can't think of who they play off the top of my head. Kaufman fouls that one off. Softball versus Newton. So if you're a Newton fan, come back here on Friday night and watch the softball team take on Grinnell at 7:30 on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Full count. And Owen's going to pop that thing to left field. Foul. Grinnell still with only one out here in the top of the second. The bases are loaded. They've been able to pour some runs on here early. The summer heat not getting to Grinnell at all so far. Another full count pitch. Owen has good patience, walks him, and Grinnell will bring home Alex Smith now. And they're going to have another chat here on the mound, as Chambers might be done after not even pitching a full inning. Grinnell extends the lead to 8-1 over the Cardinals. Chambers came in with a 13.06 ERA.
It's going to be around 70.
Let's tag just to be sure.
Gatlin Chambers exits the pitching mound, 36 total pitches.
Listen in to Stenberg here if he talks.
You can just go time pitcher, it's new pitcher. Gotta get your pitch to drive. Probably not. Okay. At this point in the game, we don't need a signal probably, but in future games we could do that, yeah. Young pitcher here, so just let's not give him anything new. Don't give him anything easy with the pickoff, those kind of things.
So that was Coach Stenberg talking to his players there on the third base line. Always looking to make mic'd up segments better. Which last night we were a little crackly to start, but then as the game went on, we were able to fix it, or something fixed it. Tony might have fixed it himself, and then we had it clear. But we love having Stenberg on our what am I trying to say? Mic'd up segment. We're playing a makeup game. That's what we're doing. This is Drew Thompson, by the way, who is up to pitch now. He's in for Gatlin Chambers, who is out. So the freshman, Drew Thompson, comes in. And Drew, let's see what he's pitching this year.
Game 2 to start.
Thompson, I don't have anything pitching-wise. So I'm not sure if he's pitched on JV or what. But as of right now, it's kind of like last night against West Marshall. This could be Drew Thompson's first ever time pitching because we don't have stats for him here on Varsity Bound. So we may be seeing another first-time varsity pitcher. So the freshman gets his chance here against Grinnell. That first one's up top, 4-1. Bases are still loaded, 1 out. Grinnell up 8-1. I didn't think we'd be seeing that 2 days in a row, seeing pitchers that haven't pitched at all.
It's hot out. You got to make change.
Yeah, and that's true. That one outside for ball 1. Like my dad said earlier, we have our pitching cam, and then we have our just normal camera. The fence in front we can't control. If the camera, as that's another hit by pitch, that will bring home another play, as Parker got hit pretty hard on that side. That was Cole Johnson who came home, so the lead extends to 9-1. And Brock Beck will now come up to bat. But as I was saying, we can't really adjust when it comes to our 2 cameras, we have the fences in front of us. We can't help that the fence is a problem. As the night goes on, though, as Brock swings and misses for strike 1, the fence line pretty much comes away. Like, it doesn't really become that noticeable as the night goes on. But as of right now, we can't really deal with the fence being in front.
And if you're watching it on the YouTube, if you go down to your little gear, there's a thing you can click on, and it'll actually allow you to choose what your video quality is, and you could choose 1080i. We stream 1080i, so a lot of times the default is it'll start out at 480. So you want to go ahead and make that change, and you should be quite clear if you have good internet at home or even most cell phones.
That one was caught by Thomason, by the way. So that puts 2 outs, and the bases are still loaded. This is Nick Williams up to bat for Grinnell. Thompson's working his way back in here. Count at 0-2. Up top, ball 1. Fast start for Grinnell so far this evening with a 9-1 lead here in the top of the second. Technically, we've only played half this inning. And that one, I mean, it looked like it hit him, but it missed Nick right on the helmet.
He was going to wear it, but it was coming back to face.
Even the count back at 2-2. So load the count up, 3-2. That one popped high. Thompson comes over, the catcher comes over, and Newton makes the grab for out number 3. Grinnell puts up 7 and leads 9-1 over Newton.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, third-generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polleisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polley's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
The engine makes the power. The transmission sends it to the drive shaft. The drive shaft turns the gears. The gears turn the axles. The axles turn the wheels. Together it's the powertrain. And only at West Finch Auto Plaza, every bit of it has a 100% warranty. Forever. No parts, no labor, no deductible. You can't buy it. It comes with the car whether you want it or not. Only at West Finch Auto Plaza, where you always get a great deal and a great deal more.
The Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by Polley's Pizza, West Finch Auto Plaza, and your 2020 Grinnell High School seniors. Brought to you by the Arns Foundation. We appreciate all those 3 sponsors for sponsoring the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network all season long. Grinnell puts up 7 in that last half inning, and they lead over Newton 9-1 as we welcome you to the bottom of the second inning. I feel like I have to keep saying it because even though it says makeup, but this game did not start at 0-0. This game started in the top of the second because of a postponement when a couple weeks ago when these two teams met, so this is a makeup game. I mean, I feel like people kind of figured that out as we go, but I just wanted to say that one more time before we got going and whatnot. J. Cole is the one on the mound here. This is number 10, Braden Chance, the sophomore catcher up to bat here for Newton. Swung on and missed for strike 2. J. Cole with a 4 games started so far this season, a 1-2 record. He's pitched 21 innings, 22 strikeouts, batting average of .233. Or not batting average, ERA .233.
Not sure where that pitch was. That was right down the middle.
I wasn't looking at that one, but I guess it must not have been the greatest call. That one popped to the third base line. Owen Kaufman grabs it, throws on to first in time for out number 1. Nice little play by the third baseman, Owen Kaufman.
Third baseman, number 28, Casey Somers.
Casey Somers now up to bat for the Cardinals. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to leave a like if you enjoy the stream. You can comment where you're watching from. We love to hear from you, whether you're a Newton fan or a Grinnell fan. We're glad to have you. As that one's popped to deep right, And Parker Johnson will come up and make the grab for out number 2. And then if you want, subscribe, check out the website, and check out all the happenings on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. If you're a Newton fan, you could subscribe, or you could go over to our main page, and you'll see that we have the softball game against Grinnell set up for Friday night. There's actually a setting on there, or you can click on a notification that will give you an update when that game goes live on Friday night. And we'll be covering that game on the softball side. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, nobody on for Newton. And this is Dalton Altmeyer, by the way, who's up to bat here for Newton. That one popped deep to left. Cole Johnson runs back, and Cole can't make the grab as it goes past him. Bounces up against the fence, and Summers comes all the way over and will be safe on second. So Newton gets a hit off Jake there, and they'll put one on second. Drew Thompson now, the pitcher coming up. So runner on second and 2 outs as Thompson watches that one go down low for ball 1. One-oh by Hole. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Jake's really kind of picked it up as the season's gone on. Rocky start for both hitting and pitching side, but he's really stepped up here. Good to see it out of the senior, who's headed to Grinnell College this fall. There's a good pitch. Falls in there for strike 2.
Yeah, I think he started with his second, third game of the season. He was a 147 batting.
Yeah,
now he's up to 215.
Not
or
ideal.
Yeah, a little over 200.
1-2, way outside for ball 2. Grinnell made quick work of the Cardinals there in that first half inning, putting up 7 runs. That's what's led them to the 9-1 lead they have. Defense trying to do the same. Swung on and missed. Throw on to first by Colin Gibson is in time, and that will retire the side. Grinnell leads 9-1. We'll see you in the 3rd inning.
Tomorrow, some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage.
The Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by Grinnell Mutual, ASI Signs, and your 2020 Grinnell High School Seniors, brought to you by the Orange Foundation. Thank you to those three for sponsoring the Tigers softball, baseball seasons all this year. Grinnell gets out of the bottom of the second with only giving up 1 hit. They strand a man on second, and they hold their 9-1 lead going into the 3rd inning. That one outside for ball 1. Now, I don't know if we're going to need to bring this rule into place, but it is 15 after 3 or 10 after 5 is the mercy rule. That one popped deep to left. Colin Gibson sends it back to the fence. It is gone. Third home run of the season for Colin Gibson. He rips it right over Dalton Altmaier's head, and all Altmaier could do was just watch it fly right past as it landed just below the scoreboard. It's the third home run of the year for Colin Gibson. That pitch was almost a little too far out by Thompson, but Gibson was able to catch a hold of it and rip it right to left field.
I got to do my annual status check here. I haven't got a text from Dad.
Who's in Thailand.
Just missed the scoreboard. I don't know how it landed in front of the scoreboard, but over the fence.
Yeah, that was weird. Jay Cole launches it to deep. Shallow center field, and up to make the grab is Gage Gomez.
Now batting for Grinnell, the second baseman, number 6, Alex Smith.
Alex Smith now up to bat for Grinnell. 1 out, nobody on. 10-1 lead for the Tigers. And Smith pops it to right shallow, and it's going to go out of play as a foul. I tell you what, Alex is really flirting with possibly a home run. Same with Owen, and I'd say probably Cole Johnson. All three strong possibilities they could knock one out of the park anytime. Same goes for Jay Cole. A lot of players on this team have the chance to do it.
You think Jake had 3 last year?
I believe so, yeah. Jake had 3 home runs because our leader was Jaden Gibson. He had 5. So Colin trying to catch up with his older brother who now plays for Western Illinois. Colin, by the way, also headed to Western Illinois. But he's only a sophomore, so we'll see him there in a couple years. 2 balls, 1 strike for Alex Smith. As Thompson throws that one outside, count is 3-1. When we make it into the second game, we'll try to keep everyone updated as Grinnell's taking on PCM on the softball side. That one outside misses the catcher's glove. Ball 4. Alex Smith will take his base. Brings up number 8, Cole Johnson, the left fielder.
And this was kind of the start of the game in the bottom of the second is how
roughly around there.
Bases were walked full, and then the batting took off.
It's a 10-1 advantage for Grinnell here in the top of the third. Grinnell is the visitor in this game, by the way. It doesn't really pertain to anyone watching, but here at the ballpark, hopefully people know when they show up, they don't think Grinnell's trailing 12 or 10-1. Johnson almost swung through, but held back. Watches it one go past for 2-0. See if we can listen in on Stenberg.
Hey, they're gonna hit it. They're gonna hit it.
2 balls, 1 strike. Johnson rips it right past the second baseman. Alex Smith will hold at second. Johnson gets to first. It's a single for the sophomore. We'll keep Stenberg paused for a little bit, see if his mic gets any better. And designated hitter Will Doty comes up, and I think Will got hit last time. I'd have to go back and look, but Doty rips it right past the third baseman. And everybody's safe. Found the right gap. That ball's loose, and Grinnell will stay. That could have been disastrous there.
For the Tigers, third baseman, number 12,
Owen Kaufman now up to bat. Well, I can tell you right now, if Owen's going to knock one out of the park, this might be your best chance right here.
Great time to do it.
Can he grab a grand slam? Bases are loaded with 1 out.
Grab all the RBIs.
Up top, 4-1. after this, I think Newton only has 2 games left, and I know one of them South Tama. Grinnell has a couple more left, like I said. Upstairs again for ball 2. Grinnell plays HLV on Thursday. Friday they play South Tama, sorry. Monday they play Clear Creek Amana, and Tuesday they end the season against Ballard. Those 2 games on Monday and Tuesday are on the road. And no, we do not do road games. Maybe someday, but we'd have to have a lot of internet, and yeah. It'd take a lot of work, but you never know.
Well, the way we have the agreement set up with all the home schools and the Little Hawkeye Conference is that you'll provide your own video stream. I know there's some that do not.
Right.
So it'd be something they'd have to reach out to us.
3 balls, 1 strike. Bases are loaded for Owen Kaufman. And he rips it right to the second baseman. Thomason on to first, out for out number 2, but that RBI brings home Alex Smith, and the lead is up to 10, 11-1. And this will bring up Parker Johnson as we welcome to the technically top of the batting order.
Last time Parker was up, he took a pretty good hit right on his elbow, so...
Parker swings and misses for strike 1. So Doty sits up on second. Cole Johnson sits on third. Nobody on first after that infielder's choice there on first base. 1-0. Or excuse me, 0-1. That one popped to center field. Newton cannot get there. It goes right past the center fielder. This is going to bring in both. Johnson comes home. Cole Johnson, I mean. Parker turns on it. He's headed to third. They're going to hold. Will Doty came home as well, and it's a triple RBI, 2 RBI, triple for Parker Johnson.
Nice little pop out there. You know, the telltale mistake is once that center fielder went over his head, he had to make a full turn to get that ball. So Parker has some speed, had the ability to round that, get that third base.
Brock Beck now up to bat for Grinnell as this one getting away from Newton early here in the 3rd inning. 13-1. Grinnell 7 hits on no errors. As Brock watches that one go by for ball 1. That one in there for strike 1. One. Brock sends it to center field, and this time Gomez will make the grab. Retires the side. Grinnell puts up 4 more. 13-1. They lead over Newton.
Strength, stability, service. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, you can count on all 3. And you can count on me, Marlene Johnson, your local Farm Bureau agent in Grinnell. I'll help make sure you have the coverage you need and the discounts you deserve. Call me today and see how I can help protect your family, cars, home, and future. It's your future. Let's protect it.
There are a lot of great reasons to make Medicap Pharmacy in Grinnell your pharmacy. Hi, this is Jennifer Stallman, and a locally owned pharmacy provides you with personal service from folks who know you and your good health needs. We accept most insurance plans, including most of the Medicare prescription drug plans. And we are there to answer all of your healthcare questions. So why not make the switch to a locally owned and operated pharmacy? Medicap Pharmacy in Grinnell on Highway 6 West.
Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by your GHS seniors, Marlene Johnson Farm Bureau Financial Services, and Medicap Pharmacy. Thank you to those three for sponsoring the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network all season long. By the way, those GHS seniors are brought to you by the Arns Foundation. Up to bat here for Newton is Gage Gomez. Jake Cole still on the mound. Grinnell leads 13-1 over the Newton Cardinals. What was the umpire doing?
The guy, he went to bunt.
Oh, yeah.
and it hit
Yeah,
him,
yeah.
So that's your strike. Born south of the equator. So he was born like way south.
I should guess Babe Ruth for every trivia question.
There for a while, it was Babe Ruth for almost every one. Like 5 out of the 15 trivia questions for home games was Babe Ruth.
0-2 by Hull. That one grounded right toward Brady Stewart. Catch on the hop. Throw on to first. In time for out number 1. And that was close, too, but a great throw by Brady over to Nick Williams makes the play. Retires the first out of the inning. Half inning, I should say.
Shortstop, number 2, Brady Bauer.
Brady Bauer now the one up to bat for Newton.
Brody Bauer.
Brody Bauer.
Not sure.
Come on, Dave. I'm the one. I have my roster right here, but I listen to you just so it's easier.
Brody Bauer.
Got everyone all distracted. Really, pretty good crowd here tonight for the what do you call it for a doubleheader? You call I know, but you talk about the nightcap. That's the nightcap. What do you call this? The afternoon cap? I don't know. Never really thought about that.
Maybe we should have a trivia question.
Well,
over
yeah.
This would be
I think the opener. And now I don't even know what I was trying to say. The fans here are pretty good for an opener. The softball game for a JV game, quite a few. Both Grinnell baseball and softball on the up and up here as the season goes on. After rocky starts. They are both trying to get in that winning swing, and the boys have a good chance here tonight to get at 500, as that one's fouled. Softball has a good chance to get back to 500 just in time for the playoffs. The softball team heads to Washington on their opening night. I believe that's on the 16th, I want to say.
yes.
Yeah. 2-2. In there, strike 3. Retires the second out of the inning.
Now batting for the Cardinals, the second baseman, number 23, Alex.
Number 23, Alex Thomason, up to bat here. Freshman for the Cardinals.
What's up? Nope. That was guessed as well.
Up top for ball 1. Man, I really wonder how many people do these trivia questions. They look it up on their phone and then they just come up here and like, I got it. Popped high, shallow, center field. Brock Beck comes running up. Brady Stewart, though, makes the grab, retires the side. Grinnell leads 13-1. We'll see you in the 4th. Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, third generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit Polley'sGrinnellIA.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polley's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
The Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by Paulie Ice Pizza, Dairy Barn, and the 2020 Grinnell High School Seniors, brought to you by the Arns Foundation. Thank you to those three for sponsoring the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network all season long. Welcome to the top of the fourth. Grinnell on top 13-1 over Newton. Nick Williams swings and misses for strike one. This is still Drew Thompson up on the mound for the Cardinals. Let's listen in on Coach Stenberg.
Got five. I mean, yeah, Percy.
That one grounded to the left field line. Throw on to first is not in time.
Hey,
He came off.
Play. Good play.
And Williams is safe.
Come on, Colin.
Mute Tony for now. We'll try to catch him in the second game. Maybe we can go down between games. Most likely the antenna on his pack is a little underneath of his jacket. Should be fixed by the second. I mean, we can hear him. It's just a little crackly.
Yeah, I'll try switching channels up.
That one was down low for ball one. This is Colin Gibson. The Colin Gibson up to bat. Homered last time out. Up top, ball two.
You know, the one thing that's really missing at the ballpark is with the COVID, no food, no grilling, no smells, except you guys that are sweaty, stinky.
Ball three.
Unless you're Rudy Gobert and he still hasn't got a sense of smell.
I guess it's good that we are smelling.
That's right.
3-0 for Colin Gibson. Watches that one going for strike one. I wonder if it's ever happened, or when the last time it's happened, that a Grinnell baseball player has hit 2 home runs in a ball game. It's probably been a long time. Someone's got the stat, but I don't know who does. Colin Gibson walks. Head on to first.
We're coming up with all kinds of trivia questions tonight.
Yeah, there's your at-home trivia.
Number 19, Braden Penich.
So Braden Penich will come out to courtesy run for Colin Gibson.
Now batting for the Tigers, the pitcher, number 23, Jay Cole.
And Jay Cole finds himself up to bat here with nobody out and a runner on first and second. If Grinnell puts up or gets up to 16 points and Newton doesn't score, this game is over here in the fourth inning. And if nobody scores and we just go all the way to the fifth, it'll also end. That one swung on and grounded. Good grab by the shortstop, but he doesn't have enough room or enough flexibility in his arsenal to turn around and make the throw, and Grinnell brings the bases loaded. And another courtesy runner. This is Braden Blackford to run. Alex Smith up to bat here for the Tigers. If you ever wanted a night to grab a grand slam, tonight could be the night for Grinnell.
Got a nice bat right there.
Oh, he almost got hit. Ball one.
Tough to hit when it's in your ear.
Well, the Newton-Grinnell rivalry, considered some by rivals. I think a lot of people, yes, that was a ball. I'd consider Newton versus Grinnell a rivalry based off the talk that goes off the field between players and whatnot. I'd say football is probably the strongest rivalry, but basketball, we see it all the time between the big thriller here in Grinnell earlier in the basketball season. Then Newton got revenge on the other side. The crowds come out pretty large for Newton-Grinnell games. I think it's safe to say Grinnell versus Newton is becoming a newer rivalry for both teams. And it could just be, you know, distance between schools is not very far. It's close. We always looked at Grinnell versus Pella as one of the top rivals, obviously South Tama, but I tell you what, when Newton and Grinnell get together, it's guaranteed to be a really good ball game, no matter what sport. That's a walk. It brings home another run, Nick Williams, so extend the lead to 14-1. I know Newton fans and Grinnell fans are alike are excited for this upcoming football season because Grinnell heads back to Newton to take on the Cardinals. That'll be a fun game. Talk here at the mound. Let's see if we can listen in to Stenberg.
Your first drive. I'm just talking. Our on deck hit is gonna enter instead of the DH, so Stewart's just gonna bat for himself.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Stenberg's going to dabble in his bench here with the lead that Grinnell has.
Time him up.
No surprise.
No.
We'll turn that off for now so that way it's not crackling in everyone's ear. So, Thompson is done, and I think this is Connor Brain to come in. Did it say number 30? Newton does that for their football jerseys too, the number, or basketball. Yep. It's so hard to see the numbers.
Newton is number 30, Connor Brain.
So the sophomore, Connor Brain, comes in to pitch for Newton. 3 games played so far for Connor. He's only pitched 2 innings, only given up 1 hit, and 3 strikeouts. So 3rd pitcher of the ball game in just 2 innings for the Cardinals. It's kind of, there must be a cloud back on the sun a little bit because it's not as bright going on the field. So maybe clouds are popping up. I don't know. So Grinnell leads 14-1 over the Newton Cardinals here in the top of the 4th. The bases are loaded, and now, like we said, sophomore Connor Brain is the pitcher now for the Cardinals. Don't forget, coming up after this, sometime after this, Grinnell will take on Newton in the second part of the doubleheader. So Cole Johnson up to bat now for Grinnell. I've lost hearing in my right ear. Nope. It's back. You stepped away from the thing. I didn't know. No, nobody's out.
No outs.
Brain outside, 4-1. This is Cole Johnson, by the way, up to bat. I don't know if I said that or not, but. You looking for something?
Just double checking the name.
1-0 in there for strike 1. Keep it together, Ump. Come on. It is hot. It is really hot. At least we're in shade. But it's still hot. 2 balls, 1 strike. Grinnell needs 2 more runs to possibly set up the mercy rule 15 runs after 3. Or would it just be 10? Down low, 4-3. I haven't been keeping track, but Newton, almost half the scores that Grinnell has brought in have been on walks, just because the bases have been loaded. I mean, Grinnell has 9 hits, but there's a walk. Cole Johnson takes his base. And runner comes home, 15-1 in favor of Grinnell. And Brady Stewart's up to bat here for the Tigers. Brain up top for ball 1. One-0. Brady has to duck as it went right over top of him. Ball 2. Like we said, Stenberg would probably be going into his bench here for the Tigers as they go in with that 15-1 advantage. Nice pitch in there for strike 2. Or strike 1, excuse me. Got ahead of myself. Brady lines it right down the third base line. It's going to go right to the line, and the left fielder's going to make the grab, or no, it was foul. That was fair. What? Oh, my goodness. Oh, man, I could have swore that was right down the line. I mean, that looked fair going past the...
It did bounce off the front left corner, so...
So never mind. Count even at 2-2 for Brain. Brady swings it right back to that same position. That one's fair for sure. Left fielder picks it up. Stenberg waves around 2, and safe at home. Well done. Blackford came home. Smith came home. Grinnell extends the lead to 17-1. And this will bring up number 4, Brooks Latimer. I was going to say, I mean, you might as well go into your bench, prepare for the second game. No real reason to try and go after. You have a quote-unquote comfortable lead. Up 17-1, so. Grinnell is looking to finish this one out. That one up top for ball 1. Still no outs, by the way. Those on Varsity Bound, for some reason, it has Grinnell as 0-1 and it has Newton as 0-1 when you get Varsity Bound updates. It's not correct, obviously. Newton comes over, grabs the foul ball. That was Tad Vanderlyn. Now, I'm not sure if it's Tad or Tade. That one's crushed to left, to the left side, caught by the third baseman for out number 1. That thing had some rip on it. Great grab by Casey Summers. And Parker Johnson will come up with 1 out and runners at the corners for Grinnell. Parker swings and fouls it right back toward the fence. Yeah, long 2.5 innings. Imagine if we were just going normal. Parker swings it right towards center, and shallow center comes up to make the grab. Grinnell brings one home, and Cole Johnson came up too far. Cole Johnson's going to go and tag the base, and he'll just hold. So Cole, Cole left way too early. He just didn't. Yeah, so that thing went deep, and Johnson took off before that thing was caught, so it was an illegal tag, but he got lucky because the throw wasn't good enough. Yeah, and he came back. Yeah. Is Newton going to argue that, or? I mean, yeah. Launched to center, and then Johnson tagged, or came up, but did it before he left. I don't know. You're down 17-1.
Stenberg got something to talk about.
Yeah. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. This is Lewis Jolly who pops one up, and the catch is made. That retires the side. 17-1. Grinnell leads over Newton.
The engine makes the power. The transmission sends it to the drive shaft. The drive shaft turns the gears. The gears turn the axles. The axles turn the wheels. Together it's the powertrain. And only at West Finch Auto Plaza, every bit of it has a 100% warranty. Forever. No parts, no labor, no deductible. You can't buy it. It comes with the car whether you want it or not. Only at West Finch Auto Plaza, where you always get a great deal and a great deal more.
When I took over this farm from my dad, I knew our future success required making major changes in our operations. That meant adding acreage, more and bigger equipment, investing in powerful technology, hiring employees. We even started a seed business. Fortunately, working together with Grinnell Mutual and my local mutual insurance company, my agent was able to cover everything, giving us more trust in tomorrow.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We are your trusted partner in everything signage.
The Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by West Finch Auto Plaza, Grinnell Mutual, and ASI Signs. Thank you to those two for sponsoring the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network all season long. Grinnell on top, 17-1 over the Newton Cardinals here in the 4th inning. Bottom of the 4th, I should say. That one up top for ball 1. This is number 24, Evan Grimm, who's batting for Newton. 1-0 up top, 2-0. Swung on and missed. Good pitch, strike 1. (2-1) fouled, evens it back up at 2-2. So after this game, it'll be like 30, 40 minutes after this game we start second game? Because they have to do the national anthem and the lineups for the second game. Because technically it's a new game. They did the lineups for this game. It was just a couple weeks ago. That one lined right back to the shortstop. Throw on to first in time. Luke Thompson makes the grab over there, throws over to Isaiah Seck, who's in second, and Brady Stewart, I believe, still at shortstop.
For the Cardinals, first baseman, number 18, Blake Sevenbergen.
First base senior, Blake Sevenbergen. Up to bat now, and he cracks this one to left, right past Stewart, and he'll be on for a single. It's Newton's second hit of the ball game.
Now batting for Newton, the catcher, number 10, Braden Chance.
And that brings up Braden Chance for the Cardinals. Umpire making his writing adjustments here. They'll have a courtesy runner out there for the Cardinals. I can't tell who it is, but they have a courtesy runner. So 1 out and a runner on first for Newton. That one popped high back towards us. And it'll be foul. I still can't see the number on first base for Newton. Yeah, black on black numbers with a red outline that's really dark. Basketball uniforms are like that as well. Outside for ball 1. Here's another trivia question for the day that's obviously probably easy for Newton fans, but what year did Newton move to the Arizona Cardinals logo as their part of their logo? Because it has not always been the the Arizona Cardinals logo. Dave, you know that one?
What's that?
When did Newton switch over to the Arizona Cardinals logo?
Oh, geez, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
2012?
2012. No, I think it's been on their water tower for much longer than 2012.
I don't know.
Strike 2.
Did they ask for permission? Otherwise, that's trademark violation.
You know how many schools in the state of Iowa have different logos or have the same logos as college teams?
Williamsburg was the Wisconsin.
Yeah, Wisconsin
but they
logo.
changed
Yeah,
it
Williamsburg
just a little.
was the Wisconsin logo, and then they got in trouble, so they had to change it. Lamar's is the Gonzaga logo, because that one's fouled back. Trying to think of a couple others. Pella is technically the Purdue's logo, just green.
Correct?
Oh, there's a-
They wouldn't do that. I'm sure Purdue captured that from Pella.
I mean, technically Purdue had the train as their logo first off, as that one's down for a strike 3. I'm trying to think of others. Earlham High School is just the Louisville Cardinals logo. What's with all the Cardinals being stolen?
I don't know.
I'll try to update you with more if I can think of any. 2 outs and a runner on first for Newton. Runner goes, and Grinnell will just wait as nobody's there.
Defensive indifference.
Carroll uses the C from the Bears. But they put a tiger. They put a Missouri Tiger in it, so it's okay.
Yeah.
You put 2 of a logo in there, it works. Swung on and missed for strike 1. The count is 1-1. A lot of schools do the classic Michigan State logo. They just change it different colors. Grundy Center.
Yeah.
That's one of them. Obviously, technically Iowa City High, except they put an eagle on the back side of the Hawkeye logo and just turn it around. Urbandale, Miami, the U.
Well, that used the Iowa City High. That used to be the Tiger Hawk back in the
Yeah,
80s.
yeah.
Cheaters. It's not a original.
Swung on a miss, strike 3, retires the side. And we will take a break as this one's over. 17-1 is your final score. We'll just go through our commercials and then we'll come back and take a quick little recap. You're watching the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network.
Strength, stability, service. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, you can count on all 3. And you can count on me, Marlene Johnson, your local Farm Bureau agent in Grinnell. I'll help make sure you have the coverage you need and the discounts you deserve. Call me today and see how I can help protect your family, cars, home, and future. It's your future. Let's protect it.
There are a lot of great reasons to make Medicap Pharmacy in Grinnell your pharmacy. Hi, this is Jennifer Stallman, and a locally owned pharmacy provides you with personal service from folks who know you and your good health needs. We accept most insurance plans, including most of the Medicare prescription drug plans. And we are there to answer all of your healthcare questions. So why not make the switch to a locally owned and operated pharmacy? Medicap Pharmacy in Grinnell on Highway 6 West.
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollyi, third generation owner of Pollyi's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit pollyi'sgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Pollyi's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
The engine makes the power. The transmission sends it to the drive shaft. The drive shaft turns the gears. The gears turn the axles. The axles turn the wheels. Together it's the powertrain, and only at West Finch Auto Plaza every bit of it has a 100% warranty. Forever. No parts, no labor, no deductible. You can't buy it. It comes with the car whether you want it or not. Only at West Finch Auto Plaza, where you always get a great deal and a great deal more.
Tomorrow, some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans that the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
Big signs, little signs, ADA, routed, dimensional, digital, environmental graphics, monument, donor and history recognition. We do them all. And more importantly, we work with you to understand what is best for your location, budget, brand, and building code. You don't need to be an expert in design, wayfinding, zoning, materials, installation, or ADA compliance. We'll be your trusted partner throughout. Because signs do more than point the way. They help the world make sense.
The Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by Pollyi's Pizza, West Finch Auto Plaza, Grinnell Mutual, ASI Signs, Marlene Johnson, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Medicap Pharmacy, Dairy Barn, and your 2020 Grinnell High School Seniors, brought to you by the Orange Foundation. Thank you to all those sponsors for sponsoring the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network all season long. It's a victory here for Grinnell in the opener of this doubleheader. 17-1 is your final score. Grinnell had Newton figured out from the beginning. At the beginning, I mean the top of the second inning. So it's a victory here. We'll take a break. We'll be back in a little bit for the nightcap. So I don't know if that's going to be 7:30. So if you know someone who's going to plan on watching the game at 7:30, just have them tune in a little bit earlier because that's when the game might start. We don't know yet. But it's a final 17-1. Grinnell takes down Newton. We'll see everyone in the nightcap. Thank you for watching the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. We'll see you in a little bit.